Sup everyone, Woken Red Pill here. As you can see, I'm out on my patio tonight making a brand new video for you guys. Something I thought of sharing real quick, and this is something that I deeply wanted to get off my chest. Now, my life is not perfect, and my life is not the best as it seemed. And I want to live right and do better. And countless times, even me for myself, I failed at a lot of things. That's not an excuse to continue to fail, but it's a reason to continue to be on my purpose, to pray more, to be committed, and know that the problem I have is a problem. This is for anybody else. But the biggest thing that I should fear every time when I remind myself of the problems I need to fix in my relationship, it's dying without even fixing the problem. Basically, dying with regret should be the biggest thing that many people should fear. Because when you're dying with regret, your fear of dying increases. Because an example could be a teenager or a kid who just turned 13. His life is flashing before his eyes, and he never experienced going to college, going to high school, being married, partying, doing whatever that the guy wanted to do, right? And the fact that he only has 5 seconds to think about that, that tells you that he's never gonna ever have that chance when he dies. There's nothing you could do to escape death. When the time comes, it will come for everyone, even me. And I'm not saying this to scare anybody. I'm just saying the truth. That's why I find it really important to humble myself and much of respect, because I feel that if I disrespect the people that are close to me in anything, any means as possible, even when I don't mean it, I hate myself for it. I hate myself. No one's not the saint or this perfect being. Everyone sins, but at the same time, you have a choice if you want to remain out of sin or not. Now, I already know there's countless people that won't be religious or, believe in God. I, I don't believe in religion myself, but I believe God exists. Religion is man-made, but anyone can have an argument with me against it and stuff. You could do your own research. That's another topic that I'll save for another time. Everyone's opinions is valid because that's your own opinion. We all live to learn. Okay? The opportunities that we miss from learning is living in ignorance and living in a bubble as if things is going to be the same when it's not. There is a time that many of us has to grow up. Same for myself, and I could even admit that. Some people could be in their 40s and they still haven't learned much about life yet. Because there's people that weren't taught a lot. A lot of people's parents was not like that in their lives, or the parents that were there, they didn't do their job. And now they're regretting it right now. Now I'm just making this video to tell you guys, you do not want to die regretting anything that you haven't changed. And there are some situations that we can't change at all. And the matter of the point is, did you try? to change the situation? Did you try to change the outcome? Did you try finding a solution? All the solutions didn't work, and you tried every single thing that everyone else tried and it didn't work? It could be for anything. Now, when I said what I said in the beginning of the video, I meant it. We all have our own flaws. There is no such thing as a perfect man or a perfect woman. There is no such thing. In my eyes, God is the only thing that's perfect, because life itself is made in order. And I've realized and seen Him for myself, even for the problems that I have in my own relationships. It makes me realize that the things that I see people do, I do the same thing too, and that's not a good thing. Some people may think to themselves, well, I'm a good person. Yes, you may do a lot of good things, but what about the bad parts? What about the other things that you know that you have to change and you have to fix? It is not good for anyone to die knowing in the back of their mind that there's something that they definitely did left behind. Not children. I'm not talking about legacy. I'm talking about real actual things. More than that. It's more than just a legacy. Everyone's goals is not going to be met. That's just the truth. Everyone is not going to be a doctor. Everyone is not going to be a lawyer. Everyone is not going to have that dream job that they've always wanted. Someone else might get it. Some people might not. Some people may be blessed with something that you wish you had, and you don't end up getting it. Then you get pissed off and stuff, and then you leave a bad taste and a bad image that's going to remain there. And then 10 years down the road, you might think to yourself, why was I so angry and so mad that I didn't get this position, that I didn't know God was planning for me to have something better? I didn't think God had better for me. It's not that you have to search for it, you have to work for that. The doors of opportunity is always around us. It's only a matter of time if you choose to put in the work for that or not. If there's no work being put in, there's not going to be any results. And when there's no results either, then you're never going to know if you just give up quick. Life is full of wonders. Many things is not always going to work. But the fact that you know that, hey, I got the experience, but I didn't make it to the cut. Or, hey, I had the experience of trying A, B, and C. It didn't work. I had the experience of fixing my marriage, the relationships with my family, friendships, people that came in and out of my life. A lot of situations were squashed. That lets you feel better and feel good that you could be at peace. You ever wonder what it's like for people to be murdered without any consent, and the person that's killing them is the ones that's in charge of when they take their lives? What is the last things that come to their mind? Everyone fears death all the time. But I feel that the reason a lot of people, especially very young, fears death the most is dying without having their goals met, not being able to travel the world, not being able to do a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I still haven't gotten the chance to do either. And I'm in my late 20s. This is a fact. I'm in my late 20s right now. And there's a lot of things that I still want to try out in life. But due to the coronavirus, a lot of things is not going to come true. I like traveling. I like going to places. I want to travel other countries. I've been to a few countries before, but I want to travel more, and I would rather do that the most with my family, because to me, I value connections. I value that. Some people won't. Some people will be okay with being them by themselves. It's all good. I'm not judging anybody. But when I'm bringing up these examples, I'm saying this. Would you be okay if you sleep tonight, you didn't pray, and you just act like everything's gonna be okay, this is gonna happen? Next thing you know, you're talking to God, and He tells you this: you didn't make it. Everyone has their time. I pray for my time to be long. I'm doing whatever I can for that to be possible. Following the Bible, following the truth, because a lot of the doctrines that are written in the biblical scriptures are actually happening in reality. They're happening in reality. There are some atheists that would even notice themselves, but they believe that there is no God either. But hey, I'm not judging anybody. I wish the best for everyone, but I don't want to die resenting anyone. I don't want to die with a grudge against someone for revenge. It leaves a bitter taste in your heart, and especially in your soul, your energy. I don't like it. It's no good. Instead of feeding your flesh, why don't you feed your spirit? There's nothing wrong with exercising, because I've been doing that for the past week now, and I felt better about myself. Not to feel good about, not just for that, but to live a healthy life, because the older we get, the more we should be more concerned about our health problems if we want to live a longer life. God gave us all these tools and these knowledges, but if you choose to listen or not, it's up to you on how long your lifespan will go, and God will be the judge on how you will go based off your choice. That's why He gave us a free will. People could question me this all the time. Oh, if that's the case, if God is real, why is all the bad things happening to people? As well as God creating good first, evil came from good too. That's why there's a biblical scripture. I have to look up the scriptures from the Bible where God created good and evil. If there was no balance between both, most people, even people who killed, steal, rob, have unwanted pregnancies, bastard children, fornication, many of those sinners would be in heaven. It'll be chaos. It'll be chaotic. Why would that be fair for people to go through misery, then die and go through misery again? Why would that be fair? Because if that was the case, more people would want to live in the world, in the bubble, if they know that they can't even escape a murderer. This is the reason why it would not make sense for heaven to allow evil. It wouldn't make sense for heaven to allow evil people in the realm. Would you invite someone who's a serial killer in your house just because? No, you would not. A lot of people knows this themselves. You don't want to die of regret. That's just the moral of the story. No one wants to die regretting the fact that they didn't change their situation, they didn't complete their goals. This is why you have to remain humble. Pray. Do what you can. Respect one another. It's that simple. It may be simple, but it's hard to to work on a change. And I could say this for myself as well. Now, guys, this is Welcome Red Play here. Peace out. Let me know what you think. And also, the reason why I also brought this topic up is because due to the coronavirus deaths, the cases, people still dying every day for anything, that lets you have a better output on life that I don't want to be that statistic that dies next. I want to be the man that changes his life around. And when my time comes, I die at peace, knowing the fact that I did everything in my life that I wanted to do. Peace out. Let me know what you think.